Good morning, everyone. Well, it's given me a great pleasure to be here today, and now I'm going to start by introducing myself. My full name is Lê Bỉnh Huy, and I'm working at the head of Ho Chi Minh City National University. Today, I would like to share with you guys one of my research on tertiary education, and it will focus on current tendency with Vietnamese learner to stay after finishing high school. According to the report on human resource demand in Ho Chi Minh City by 2030, the demand for the labor with a university degree or higher account for just over 16%. So why rush to university? Meanwhile, vocational training is not a bad choice, and many people think even having a stable job with a good income. And I have broken my speech down into 3 parts. Firstly, I give you some general information about the tertiary education to help you have an overview about this. Next, how the term tertiary education is used in Western countries and especially Vietnam. And the last thing, I give you some analyze clearly the term tertiary education in Vietnam to help you have the effective orientation in your upcoming learning. My talk will last about 7 minutes. If you have any question, feel free to interrupt me anytime, and I'll be grateful if you could ask your question after presentation. Now, let's see to the point one. Firstly, let me give you a short overview of the tertiary education. According to the definition of Cambridge Dictionary, was first published in 1995 by Cambridge University Press. The tertiary education, also called the post-secondary education, any level of education beyond after high school. Tertiary education is compulsory and provided in specific institutions, usually a college, polytechnic, or universities. The credential encompass certificate, diplomas, or academic degree. Now, start rehearsing the general definition. I would like to emphasize the fact that there are a number of specific terms of different types of tertiary education is often used regionally in different countries. To illustrate this, take a look at how the term tertiary education is used in United States and Vietnam. In the U.S., the term tertiary education is referred to the higher education, and it is not a rare sight as college, university, and technical school. Meanwhile, the in-system education of Vietnam, university is the higher education and non-compulsory. There are two main trends of society of tertiary education in Vietnam: university and college, which include the vocational training. Now, let's move to the top part, which is, as I said earlier, some detail about the trend of society after finishing the high school. As I have already mentioned earlier, to get a perfect choice for your education part is not simple things. We have to consider carefully whether training environment is sensible for your opportunity and intention or not, because its environment have a typical training program and function. University have a long training time to acquire a load of knowledge, so that students can get more job opportunity and have a relative high source of income. There are some people have the same thought, so they decide to university to stay after high school. Meanwhile, for example, according to the data from the UNESCO Institute of Statistics in May 2014, enrollment at tertiary education level had grown dramatically in Vietnam over the last decade, 10% in 2000 to 16% in 2005 and 25% in the last year. However, there are also some people to contrary to the state because as the college training time is considered to be shorter and the tuition is lower according to that at university. Moreover, at college you get more chance to practice your major instead of learning many theory because interested in at college contains 7% of curriculum, so that students can do some part-time job and earn income, accumulate this experience and skill for your future career. So as we have seen today, what we discussed about is just two considering trends of tertiary education in Vietnam, and so they can be a suitable choice for you, but not everyone. And I like to finish by emphasizing once again that you can make your own decision, and I advise us the decision should be considered carefully because you know this is the first step to form your career path in your future. That brings me to the end of my presentation. If you have any question, I'll be glad to answer them. Many thanks for your attention.